You are watching Endeavor TV with the Sony Vaio X1 netbook, you could call it, but it costs 1,500 euros, so I rather call it Subnotebook, even though it has a 11.1 inch screen. So this is going to be an unboxing by Endeavor TV, and yeah, first on the outside, as you can see, here are the specs. We have a 128 gigabyte SSD, so that's why it's so expensive, 2 gigs of RAM, 11.1 inch screen, and with a resolution of 1366 times 780-68. Then Intel GMA 500 processor combined with an Atom Z550, and which has 2 gigahertz. Windows 7 Professional is pre-installed. I already unboxed it in German a minute ago, so this is the English unboxing, and let's start off first with the first box that we can find in here. So we have a cleaning cloth for a not so glossy display. Then we have, of course, a quick start guide in English and German, so how to plug the device in and so on. Not that hard actually. Then cleaning cloth, what you should do with it. Of course you should clean the screen maybe. And an Energy Star guide, not that interesting. Then we have International Vaio repair service. This is great, but if you buy a $1,500 device then, or euro device, then you want an international service. Recovery, regulations guarantee, some accessories you can buy for it, because if you have so much money you can buy a bag for $100 also, and of course an installation DVD in German. But the interesting thing is here on the bottom it says Windows XP Professional SP3, and there is 7 pre-installed. That's probably for the business users who want to downgrade to Windows XP because their company is not using Windows 7 yet. Then we have, of course, something to power it up with, the power supply. This end, they should have made it a little bit smaller, this cable, but at least it's short, so it's not that heavy. And I love how Sony does the power supply, because this is really tiny, even though other companies doing the same sizes now. It has 3 ports here and a green LED, which is not too bright, and this end is really stable and yeah, shouldn't go bad for like 5 years if you use the device. And the last box in here actually is the netbook itself, or Subnotebook. 11.1 inch screen, as I said, and we have the nice and great black version. I already have some fingerprints on here, even though it's matte. I only use it for a few minutes, but let's check out the ports before we boot it up. So this is a power plug, Kensington, 2 USBs and headphone. On the front we have 2 card readers, an SD card reader and a standard memory stick card reader for Sony sticks or Sony cameras, and then a network port, a standard network port, VGA out, and that's actually it. This is a fan which blows pretty damn hard right now, because we have 30 degrees Celsius here in Munich, and yeah, my sweat is dropping here on the device. And as you can see, 11.1 inch. Let me boot it up while I talk a bit about the device. The keyboard is really great, and as I can see, it's already up and running. Let me turn up the display brightness a bit so you can see something, but it seems like it doesn't want to work. Worked just a second ago, now it does, and it's a little bit slow. I don't know why. The Z550 processor maybe can't handle me pressing the buttons, but as you can see here in the brightest sun, you can actually read the screen pretty good. So for the device you have a multi-touch, or is it single touch? It seems like single touch. So it's a single touch touchpad, 2 separate mouse buttons, which are really great, so it's good for working. Could be a little bit smaller touchpad, but actually it's big enough. Then of course we have a keyboard, which is fine with me. You can get used to it, but I'm used to being able to press it a little bit more down. And as you can see, both the shift keys are pretty small, but there is actually everything on here you need, even the caps lock and num lock button LEDs. Then yeah, that's actually it from the Sony Vaio X. We have a webcam here, and I wasn't able to find the microphone still now, but maybe they are just here on the side, so I hope there's one built in. But you can read the full German test, I'm sorry, on endeavor.com. And there will be, of course, more videos on Endeavor TV on YouTube. I'm Balázs Gál with the Sony Vaio X X1. Thank you for watching.